How did you become so versatile?
After World War II, Czechoslovakia was under control of Soviet Union. We were forced at school to learn Russian.
Do you choose your career or do your career keep choosing you?
Paragliding manufacturing, well, it was my ex-husband company. China today is more predictable than the United States.
Travel or staying at home? Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome today another exclusive interview. Today we are honored to have Miss Jana Šimoníková from Slovakia with us. Jana has a background in travel management and has worked in IT, paragliding, manufacturing, and telecommunication industry. She has also lived in Czech Republic. Today we will learn about her life, career, about Slovakia, and her thoughts on some important global issues. Before we begin, we will ask Ma'am Jana, can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello, Abdullah. Thank you very much for the invitation to your podcast, your interview. Okay, well, you already mentioned a lot about me. I can add maybe a few details. So, again, I'm 50 years old, living in Slovakia, a small country in Central Europe. It's part of European Union. And as you mentioned, the tourism or travel agencies was something I was interested in. I chose this management of travel agencies as my studies after high school. I studied at Hotel Academy in Spa Town, famous Spa Town in Slovakia. However, after studies, I moved to Czech Republic. I stayed there for 20 years. I was working shortly in IT company and in paragliding manufacturing company. After 20 years, I moved back to my parents' place. My parents needed some medical care. So back to Slovakia, I started to work for a telecommunication company remotely. Well, this time, well, I can say that it was for 11 years already. I was helping or supporting Rehan Foundation as well. Last year I started to help the Rehan School more. So that's why I'm here in your interview as well, giving students interviews.
Very interesting, ma'am, life journey.
Or facilitating some classes.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Okay, ma'am, let's start my first question. Ma'am, why did you choose travel management as your field of study?
It was to actually give you context. After World War II, Czechia and Slovakia were one country back then. After World War II, Czechoslovakia was under control of Soviet Union, and this control ended up being an occupation. And for next 20 years, Czechoslovakia was under control and occupation of Soviet Union, and we couldn't travel anywhere. It was very difficult to leave the country, to travel to foreign countries, to other countries in Europe. So that's why probably I chose study management of travel agencies, because I was hoping that it would, give me opportunities to travel abroad to exotic countries as well. So that was the reason why I chose study management of travel agencies.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, you have mentioned that Slovakia was the part of Soviet Union, so it's quite interesting for me.
It was never part of Soviet Union. It
Okay. Got you, right, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. My next question is, ma'am, you have worked in so many different fields, from travel and IT, paragliding, manufacturing, and telecommunication. How did you become so versatile? Do you choose your career, or do your career keep choosing you?
Yeah, I think it's the latter. It's the job chose me. I wouldn't say it's so like diverse. Three jobs, three, four jobs, maybe very different, but I believe that young people today they have more experiences, more job experiences, and more different ones. They experiment more because the world is changing also, so it's kind of understandable. But yes, it is like you said that this job probably chose me. The first, IT company, it was the first job I got after moving to Czech Republic. There was a lot of change for me. I had to move from a village to the city, or from small city to bigger city. Um, Different country, even similar. Czech Republic and Slovakia are kind of similar. We have mutual history, but still it was kind of change for me, so I took whatever job was available back then. And then paragliding manufacturing, well, it was my ex-husband company. We started it together, and so I stayed there for 20 years. And telecommunication company and Rehan Foundation was kind of need to have a remote job when I was also.
Ma'am, my next question is, you also lived in Czech Republic. How is your life there different from Slovakia?
I mentioned right that Czechia or Czech Republic and Slovak Republic were once one country. Czechoslovakia.
Okay.
Czechoslovakia was founded as an independent state in 1918, but Czech tribes and Slovak tribes on this territory lived since 5th, 6th century AD.
Okay.
So,
Ma'am, little bit I know this basic uh, uh, few sentences I can speak, and yes, I wanted to explore maximum language, My- and that's my hobby, you can say.
that's wonderful. It was my
Okay, ma'am.
hobby also because I learned. Well, we were forced to learn Russian language, right? After that Russian occupation, we were forced at school to learn Russian. Then, when we got independent, suddenly there were more choices, and everyone wants to learn English. I remember some students chose German language, French also. We had at school. Later on, Spanish came, and yeah, that's probably the most popular language, the
Ma'am,
spoken languages in Europe.
Ma'am, as you mentioned that you returned from Czech Republic just to take care of your parents. uh, I really appreciate this thing, and it shows your great love and your responsibility as well. Ma'am, just I wanted to know how important is family in Slovakia culture.
Well, of course, family is very important. It's important in every country. I think in Pakistan, family is like a big tradition. Pardon me. So
Yes, exactly.
I would say communication to be the leader, And of course, artificial intelligence, it seems to be some source of big change. At least it's what people say. But I'm not sure what will happen. Not many people know what will happen. There are some negative scenarios, there are some positive scenarios presented. So I think communication
Yes,
is a big deal because we don't have leaders nowadays in the world. So instead of fighting, we should communicate things out.
okay, ma'am. My next question: how do you think artificial intelligence will change jobs and education?
Well, that's a question for people who are developing artificial intelligence. I kind of have issue trusting them. If you watch some podcasts and these big CEOs of these companies are talking to the world about AI, they are saying that everything will change. There will be job disruption, and they don't seem to care much about how to deal with it, how to make it less painful, how not to destroy the world. Everything what I see is that they are competing to develop AGI, this super intelligence, and what matters.
Well, ma'am, this is interesting. I think, ma'am, Slovakia shares a border with Ukraine as well. How has the Russia-Ukraine war affected Slovakia and its people?
Well, it affects the whole Europe because Soviet Union was always a danger for Europe. It was always imperialistic state, country. The democracy didn't have a chance there to, you know. So of course, Ukraine is a neighbor of Slovakia. So we are trying to help Ukraine as much as we can. I think we should help much more. We had this experience with Soviet Union before, and even Czechoslovakia before World War II, 1939. What happened to Czechoslovakia is kind of similar with what happened to Ukraine. So it's like Putin is copying that technique of taking over the country. They make some violent events in the border areas. They organize, some violent and these methods which were used in World War II on Czechoslovakia were used in Ukraine by Russia. So of course we consider Russia a big threat to European values, to democracy, and we are afraid because such small states like Slovakia, we wouldn't stand a chance. But as part of European Union and NATO, actually, it's the only thing that protects such small states as Slovakia is.
Okay, ma'am. My next question is, ma'am, what do you think is the best way to achieve peace between Russia and Ukraine?
Well, it's very easy. The peace is very easy, actually. It just takes Putin to go out to the country of Ukraine. Just go home, step out of the country because
Exactly,
Ukraine is
ma'am.
an independent country. So it's very easy choice here.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my next question is, how do we people in Slovakia view the recent conflict in Middle East, including tension involving the United States, Israel, and Iran. Do you think these conflicts could affect Europe as well?
Well, that's for some expert, not me, that question. Middle East is a little bit far away from us. Of course, nobody is happy because it affects everyone, right? We don't like the situation in the United States. It doesn't remind democracy at all. It's kind of totally different regime now, and United States, whatever is happening in United States, it affects our world. And
Yes, exactly, ma'am.
United States became like totally unpredictable, like totally crazy, and just complicates. Well, I don't even have words, for this. It's like the whole world became crazy, and it affects everybody. China today is more predictable than the United States. So just start small, right? Try to help your communities, support them, make them create better environment. Be example.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. We will try, inshallah. And ma'am, before we finish, let's have a quick rapid fire round. I will give you two choices, and you just have to pick one.
Okay, some short quiz.
Yes, 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 exactly. Rapid fire quiz. Ma'am, beaches or mountains?
Mountains.
Okay. Slovakia or Czech Republic?
Well, I would say Czechoslovakia.
Okay. Ma'am, travel or staying at home?
That's also like I cannot so quickly answer. Sometimes travel, sometimes staying at home.
Okay. Yes. Human intelligence or artificial intelligence?
Human intelligence, probably.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Last one, ma'am. Peace or economic growth?
Peace.
Peace. Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing your valuable experience, and we enjoyed a lot this session. Hopefully, our audience will also enjoy this. Uh, and we also learned something about Slovakia, about history you mentioned in the session, and it was very helpful for me, ma'am, and it will be for audience as well. Thank you, ma'am. Hopefully, we will meet again with another any interview session.
Thank you, Abdullah. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Okay, ma'am.